Let's let you earn your relaxation there. Oh, find a comfortable position to sit in. Remember, that doesn't have to be cross-legged. Also, if you do have problems with your lower back or your hips, as you will notice I am today, you can sit on something. So I've got another blanket if anyone would like one. You good? If you just lift your hips up slightly, it changes the angle of your lower back a little bit, and it does make it much more comfortable. So, just take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let everything just relax, clearing our mind, getting ready for our practice, giving yourself this hour to yourself before you start the rest of your week, although most of you have probably done 100 things already today. So just rest your hands, rest your hands nicely. And then just think about getting that spine nice and tall. So we're not forcing it, we're not sticking out our chest, we just want to lengthen through the spine. You've got a straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to the tip of your tailbone. And then just make sure you're not holding on to any tension around your hips, your thighs, your shoulders, your neck. And gently just start to come to a place of peace, a place of stillness. And if thoughts do pop in and out of your head, just sweep them to the side. They'll still be there when we're finished. And we're going to very gradually just start to come into our breath. So think about lengthening your breath. As you breathe in through the nose, you're going to expand that belly. You're going to draw that breath all the way up into the chest. You get that rise on the collarbones, but don't hunch your shoulders, and then you exhale through the nose and everything comes out again. So at the length of your breath, I want you to try and slowly lengthen your inhale. And then as soon as you get to the end, you slowly lengthen your exhale. And try and make your inhale and your exhale the same length. And remember, we're drawing in energies, we bring in that air through the nostrils, down into the lungs, expanding our belly, expanding our ribs, expanding our chest. And then as we exhale, imagine any last little bits of stress, of tension, just going out of your body, away with your breath. So just focusing here. Nice long slow breaths in, nice long slow breaths out. On your next exhale, you're going to gently open your eyes, look forwards, roll through your shoulders as you breathe in, exhale and down. And again, nice deep breath in, roll through those shoulders. Exhale and down. Good. Now bring your arms all the way up. Look up towards your fingertips. Stretch up towards the ceiling. And then exhale and come down. And again, nice deep breath in. Stretch up. Exhale and down. Good. This time we're going to stretch up. Bring our palms together. And then gently bring our palms together. Just down in front of the heart space. Good. Now actively press into your palms here. So your arms are nice and strong. We're going to take a deep breath in and we stretch up. We look up towards your fingertips. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down in front. Good. You're going to take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, just turn to the left. So just gently add a little twist here. Just turn around slightly. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale round to the other side. Good. And again, inhale to the centre. Just a little twist from the waist to the left. One more time, inhale to the centre and gently twist round to the right. Good, let's inhale to the centre and then you're going to link your hands together, drop them down into your lap. Now just nod your head down so the chin comes towards the chest. Looking down at your palms, we're going to inhale and lift that up to chest height. Keep looking at your palms, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Good. Now pull away with those fingers and imagine you're holding a big beach ball. So don't have your arms straight. Really bend those arms here and you'll feel a nice stretch in the top of the shoulders. Good. You're going to keep looking at your palms. You're going to take your arms up, coming all the way up. And then as you exhale, relax your shoulders down. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Stretch your arms straight. And then exhale and bring your hands down to the side of the body. Good. Roll through the shoulders. Exhale and down. Just place your fingertips on the floor next to your left hip. You're going to lift your right arm all the way up, and then as you exhale, it's more up than over, so lengthen out of the waist, and then gently come over. Now our shoulder stays back, good. Don't hold your breath, still with the long, slow breaths here, and exhale. Good, let's inhale, come all the way up. You're going to bring your right fingers down just next to the hips. Same on the other side. Inhale as we lengthen. Exhale and gently come over. Good, holding that nice and strong and really lengthening through that side of the body. Wonderful. On your next inhale, gently come up and then exhale and roll down. Okay, just give me some little circles in the wrist. Just make sure they're nice and warm. Not straining it. I thought it was your wrist clicking, it's your waistline. Take your circles back around the other way. It's like the cat bell on. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to gently come over onto all fours. So find a nice comfortable position here. We want our knees under our hips. We want our wrists under our shoulders. Now if you do have problems with your wrists, remember you do have the option to come onto your knuckles, onto your fists. Now draw up that belly, so think of a nice flat back, and also press down into everything touching the floor. So press into the tops of your feet, press into your knees, your hands, and try and keep your arms nice and straight. A little cat-cow here. So as we inhale, we gently allow our belly to drop down as we lift our hips, and you're just going to look forwards towards me. And then as you exhale, you tuck underneath, and imagine you're pushing the floor away, rounding through those shoulders, chin to the chest. Inhale, come forwards, lengthening through the spine, just gently looking in front. Good. Exhale, tuck underneath, draw that belly button up, chin to the chest. Let's do one more time, lengthening all the way through. Good. Exhale, tucking under. And then just come back to our neutral spine. You're going to take your knees as wide as the mat and just keep your toes in the middle. Just touching your big toes. And then very gently, just start to ease yourself back into a child's pose. So I like to kind of gently rock from side to side as I come back, and then I can bring my forearms down. And then I can either bring my head down to my hands, I can even stack my hands so my head is lifted. But I want you to really focus on pulling those shoulders back and down away from your ears. So you don't want any strain in your neck. You're not lifting the shoulders towards the ears. You're lengthening through the neck. And then feel that lovely stretch across your lower back. As we breathe in, we're still expanding our belly. We can feel it opening out between our legs. And then you draw that breath all the way up behind the shoulders. And then as you exhale, soften. So try not to make sure you're holding any position here. Nice long slow breaths, and remember you're fully supported by the floor, so you don't need to hold on to anything, you can just really give into it. Good, one more slow breath in here, and then exhale. Lovely, we're going to press those hands into the mat, draw ourselves back up and come back to all fours. So from here, I want you to take your right arm straight out in front. So bring your knees back under your hips so you're in your nice tabletop position. Take your right arm straight out in front and then bend your elbow and bring it out to the side. So it's like half a cactus arm. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower it down. Same on the other side. Left arm goes out. Keep that belly drawn up. Draw the elbow back in line with the shoulder. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale and down. Okay, now take your right leg straight out behind. Your toes go straight down to the floor and you're looking down towards the space between your thumbs. Good, take a nice deep breath in here and exhale. Good, we're going to do one more breath here and then lower. Good, opposite leg. Just take your left leg straight out behind, press into the top of your right foot. Keep your toes going down to the floor, draw up in that belly, arms stay straight. We hold for one more breath. We're going to exhale and down. Good. Now gently push yourself back into a child's pose, this time with our knees together. So your bottom goes back towards your heels. You can bring your forearms down for some support, and then you pull those shoulders back and down, resting your head wherever is comfortable for you. Doesn't have to come to the floor, you can always rest it on your hands. And then as you're breathing now, you can feel your belly expand, pressing into your thighs, opening out your lower back. And as you exhale, you soften down into the mat. Good. We take another long, slow breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. Let's press into those hands, draw ourselves up. Now we're just going to do those two moves at the same time. So it's going to be opposite arm to leg. If you try and do them both at the same time, you will fall over. So press down into the tops of the feet. Find that nice strong position. Draw up that belly. Keep your gaze down. Take your right arm and your left leg out in front and out behind. Draw your elbow out to the side, half your cactus. Take your arm forwards. Exhale and lower the knee, lower the hand. Good. Left arm goes out. Hold it here. You're going to draw your elbow back. Good. Arm goes forwards and then lower both down. One more time each side. So right arm, left leg, we stretch out. Hold the leg. Draw the elbow back. Stretch the arm forwards. Exhale, both come down. Good, one more time. Remember that back. We want it flat. Hold the leg. Elbow comes out. Arm comes forwards. Exhale and down. Lovely. Now from here, I want you to just tuck your toes underneath. So as you tuck your toes, we're going to gently walk our weight backwards. So my bottom's going to go towards my heels. But with my toes tucked, I start to get a bit of a stretch in the arch of my foot. Now, keep your back nice and flat, so we're not going down into our child's pose. Now, I find this quite a big stretch in my feet. I do a lot of walking, so I find it quite tight. If you're feeling okay here, you can increase it by bringing your hands up here, and then more weight goes backwards onto your heels, and you'll feel that stretch in the arch of the foot. If anyone ever gets anything like plantar fasciitis or anything, this is quite a good one. If you ever get any pain in the arch of your foot. Breathe. Good, nice long breath in here, and exhale. Anyone else hear that? Yes. Okay. Okay, lovely. Bring your weight forwards. Now from here, place the top of your feet on the mat, and you're going to walk yourselves up, coming all the way up onto your knees. You're going to stretch your arms all the way up. And then you're going to circle them back and place the palms of your hands just on your lower back. So as we place our palms here, we're not going to push our hips forwards. We're going to take a deep breath in, engage our glutes, engage our core, and then squeeze our elbows back together and just open out in the heart space, looking up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a nice long breath in here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, just bring your hands back down to the mat. Okay, I'm just going to show you two things. So I want you to just sit in a comfortable position while I show you, rather than you try and figure out what I'm doing while you're upside down. So it's something that we can then add into our routines a little bit more, and it's a transition from a downward dog into a lunge. Now there's two ways to do this. The nice simple way to do it is when we go into our downward dog, and remember you can have your knees a little bit bent, you're going to bring your knees down to the mat, and then you're going to bring a leg forwards, and you come into a lunge like that. The other way to do it, and this involves a lot of practice, it took me years if I'm honest, you're going to lift yourself up, and from your downward dog, let's hope I do it now, you lift a leg up, and then you bring your leg underneath and come forwards. So as you bring it underneath, you round through the back, and then you step it to the front of the mat. Now when you first start doing this, your leg will end up here, okay? So then you put your knee down, and you give it a little shove forwards. Shove is not a technical yoga term, by the way. So we're going to try both ways together, and then you...
Show the first one.
Yeah? So from your downward dog, I'll show you sideways. So from your downward dog, all you do is you bring both of your knees down, and then you just bring the leg forwards. So you just have that extra little bit of support. The other one is that we're trying to swing our leg underneath and step it to the front. Like I said, it took me years. So we're going to try both. You don't have to try the second one, you can stay with the first. You will look terrified. So you're going to bring your hands a little bit further forwards now so that your wrists are in front of your shoulders. You're going to tuck your toes, spread that weight in the fingertips, and just come up to your first downward dog. So we lift our knees, our tailbone goes high, we let our head drop down, and you can keep that bend in the knees. Now really focus on pushing that tailbone up towards the ceiling and opening out in the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in here, and as you exhale, bring both of your knees down to the mat. Good. And then from here, I want you to bring your left leg forward. So I lift up my left arm, I bring my left leg forwards, and I want my ankle and my knee in line, and then I have a hand down either side. Okay? Good. Now from here, I'm going to just come back onto both knees, push up into my downward dog, and I'm going to do the other leg. So gently come up into your downward dog, take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, just bring your knees down to the mat. Good. You can then lift up your right arm, bring your right leg forwards, have a little line up with your ankle. Good. Okay. We're going to come back, so bring both knees together. Wonderful. Now, you can do that again each side, or we can try the step through. The most important thing is think when you're in your triangle space, you bring your weight forwards and you want to make room to bring the leg underneath. So really round through the back and really draw up in the core. Remember, you can stick with the first one. So we tuck our toes, we gently come up into our downward dog, and then I'm going to lift my left leg up, and then I'm going to tuck my knee as if I was going to touch it on my nose, bringing it through, lifting up my right heels, and then drawing that underneath. Okay, now it will come short. You can always then put your right knee down, top of the foot on the mat, and you can make any little adjustments that you need to. Wonderful. Okay, now from here, I'm going to step back into my downward dog. So I lift up my right knee, I draw my left leg back through, and I come into my downward dog. Good. Take a breath here, and exhale. Let's just try once more on the other side. So I'm going to lift up my right leg, and then I'm going to draw it forward. So make some room, draw the leg through, plant it down, and then the left knee goes down. Remember, you can always adjust. It's not about being perfect. But that's a new one, Debs. I mean, that's the advanced one, going straight into cross-legged. Okay, so how does that feel? We're going to gently just come back onto all fours. You're going to sit back in a little child's pose. So you've seen your two options. When I say we're going to go from a downward dog into a lunge, a low lunge, that's what we're going to do. Remember, the knee can come down, you can bring that leg out the side, whatever's more comfortable for you. So let's come into our position. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes. Come up into a downward dog. We're just going to hold for a couple of breaths. The tailbone goes high, the head relaxes down. You gently open out in those shoulders. We're going to lift our left leg up, or we're going to bring both knees down to the ground, and we're going to step forwards into our low lunge. Planting the foot down, the right knee goes down, top of the foot on the mat. Now from here, just really draw up in the belly. Check in with that knee and that ankle at the front. Lovely. Place both of your hands on your left knee and gently straighten up through the spine. Now, pull that bottom underneath. Wonderful. Feel that stretch down the front of that thigh. Press everything down, press everything in. If you're feeling quite stable here, you can lift your arms all the way up. If you want to stay holding onto that front knee, you can. Good. Nice deep breath in, stretch up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Now engage the core. Feel the strength as you press everything down into the mat. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to bring our palms together. On our exhale, bring them down in front of the heart space. Now actively press into your palms here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just turn to the left. So you bring your left elbow back, your right elbow forward. You're going to hold it here, just a little twist. Remember, drawing everything towards the centre of the mat. Lovely. Inhale to the centre. Exhale here. Inhale, push all the way up. Exhale and fold forward. So you're going to bring both of your hands down behind either side of your front foot. Lovely. Now tuck your toes on the right. We're going to come back into our downward dog. Now if you want, you can bring your knee back first and push up to it from 2 knees on the mat. If not, we lift our right knee, we draw that left leg back, line up in the toes, exhale, relax everything down. Good. Now take a breath here, opening out in the shoulders, pushing the tailbone high, and exhale. Lovely. Now we're going to come into our right low lunge. So you can either bring your knees down or lift your right foot up. You're then going to draw your weight forwards, pretending you're going to get your knee on your nose, swing that leg underneath, and then our left knee goes down, top of the foot on the mat. You're doing like a little curtsy when you do yours. Press down into the tops of the feet. Find your position, gently pull yourself all the way up. Lovely. Good. Pressing down, drawing in, get your balance, squeeze your bum, squeeze your belly. Lovely. Inhale, stretch up. When we do this next week, and the people that aren't here, you're going to look so good. Good. Inhale, stretch up, palms come together. Exhale down in front of the heart space. Wonderful. Take a strong breath here, really pressing into those hands. And exhale. Good. Take another deep breath in. And this time as we exhale, we're going to twist to the side. Lovely. Holding it here. Keeping those hands strong. Pressing down into the mat. On your inhale, come back to the centre. Exhale here. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and fold forwards. Lovely. Now tuck your toes on the left. We're going to come into a forward fold. So from here, I lift up my left knee, and then I'm going to shuffle my back foot just up to the front, bending my knees as I need to, and just letting everything dangle down towards the mat. Remember, you can keep a bend in the knees. Press down into all 4 corners of those feet. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. Good. Take a nice long breath in here, and exhale. Good. Now bend your knees, scoop your arms up, and use those lovely big muscles in our thighs to come all the way up. Palms come together. Exhale down in front of the body. Good. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Take the arms wide. Exhale, palms come together, down in front of the heart space. And again, nice deep breath in, stretch up. Take the arms wide, open out the heart space. Palms come together. Exhale and down. Good. Now we're going to do a high lunge. So you're going to take your left leg back behind, put your toes down, and then plant your heel. And you want both of your feet facing forwards. You're going to bend your right knee, squeeze your bottom underneath, but don't let that right knee go past your ankle. So if you find that you can't see your toes, pull the leg back. You can always go a little bit wider at the back. Nice. So again, pressing everything down. I'm going to lift both arms up. As I exhale, I bring my right arm back, my left arm forwards, and I gently twist to the side. Good. Now, pressing down into everything touching the mat, drawing your thighs towards each other. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lovely. Right arm comes up and over, all the way back to the front. Exhale the hands down to your side. Okay, now from here, you're going to hold your legs strong in your lunge. Bottom is tucked under. I'm going to inhale, and as I inhale, I'm going to reach forwards, but on a diagonal, and I'm drawing up in the core. And then as I exhale, I straighten up with cactus arms, so elbows come in line with the shoulders. Good. Inhale, reach forwards, strong press down into the mat. Exhale, straighten up. Nice cactus arms. Lovely. And again, inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, come back. Fantastic. Inhale, take the arms up. Palms come together. together, down in front of the heart space. Lovely. Step up to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in, arms wide. Palms come together, exhaling down. Good. We're going to take our right leg straight out behind. So just into your high lunge again. Pop the toes down, pop the heels down, bending your left leg. So pressing down, drawing in, straightening up. So our shoulders start over our hips and really push back into that back heel. Good. Take a nice long breath in here and exhale. Good. Inhale, take both arms up. As you exhale, left arm comes back, right arm comes forwards, and we just add a little twist to the side. So don't let your knee come out, keep pressing down, keep drawing in. Your core is engaged. You will be feeling a little bit wobbly, really press into those feet. As we inhale, we take the arm up and over, bringing both arms in front, and then gently bringing them down to the side. Wonderful. Let's lean forward. So inhale, reach, draw up that core, strong arms. Exhale, cactus arms as we straighten up. Lovely. Inhale, reach forward, strong, press down. Exhale, come up. Fantastic. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhaling back. Lovely. Inhale, stretch up. Palms together. Exhaling down. Good. Step up to the front of the mat. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of balancing today. I know we've done a little bit before, so if anyone wants to subtly maybe move a little bit closer to a wall, just for a bit of moral support, then that is perfectly acceptable. We're just going to start with our hands on our hips. Now, the important thing is when we're balancing, it's not all about the leg that you're standing on, it's about having everything engaged. So if you're floppy in the top part of your body, you won't be able to balance. So really press down into all four corners of your feet. Press down into those toes. You've got a little softness in the knee, tailbone is going down to the floor, you're engaged in the core, your spine is strong. Good. We're going to lift up our left knee. And then you're going to drop it down. Perfect. Lift up the right knee. Just to hip height, and then drop it down. Okay, we're going to do that again, but we're going to try and do it without rocking from side to side. So have your feet nice and close, really press down into the floor, little bend in the knee, engage the core. So imagine you've got a book on your head. From here, you're going to lift up your left knee, exhaling down. And again, engage the core, lengthen through the spine, press into that other foot. Exhale and down. Lovely, let's do that again. Left knee comes up, this time try and hold it up. So just at hip height, engage the core, just find a point on the wall behind me that isn't moving, so probably not me. Take a deep breath in, exhale and lower. Perfect, right side, lift up. Holding it here. Nice deep breath. Good. Exhale and lower. Lift your left leg up and hold. Good. You're going to take your heel out. You're going to bring it in. And then you're going to gently lower. And again, right leg. We lift up. Hold. Take your heel out. Lengthen your leg. Bring it back in. Exhale and lower. Try not to collapse onto the other hip. One more time each side. So lengthen. Kick out. Bring it back. And lower. One more time. Right leg comes up. Exhale out. Bring it back. And lower. Good. Give it a little wiggle in the hips. Perfect. Now, keeping both of our feet pressing down, we're going to gently just come up onto our toes on the left side. I've got softness in my right knee, strong in the legs, strong in the hips, strong in the belly. I'm going to open this knee out to the side and I'm just going to tap my heel just above my ankle. We're going to come into a little baby tree. So your options are, you stay here, that's fine. If you want to take it up a little bit further, we balance on our right leg, and you lift your left foot up and you really press it into your calf. Now, it's not just holding it there, you're actively bringing the two things together. You're drawing up here, not collapsing in the hip. Remember, you have that option to just keep your toes down on the ground or holding onto the wall. Good. Take a deep breath in. Wonderful. Exhaling down. One more time on the other side. We just gently come up on our right toes. Find the strength in your body. Tuck the bottom, engage your glutes, engage your belly. Nice. You're going to gently open that out to the side. Find where it feels right for you. You can keep it here, you can lift it up, but make an active connection between the base of your foot and your other leg. Good. Lengthening through the spine, really holding that core. We hold for one more breath, and then we exhale and down. Lovely. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Circle the arms back and round. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Arms go out to the side. Lovely. You're going to take your left leg straight out behind, but this time you're going to drop your heel in towards the centre of the mat and turn to the long edge of your mat. Now bend your right knee, coming into your first warrior two. I want you to make sure that your knee is pointing towards your toes, so don't let it wander to the arch of the foot. Good. Hold a nice strong breath in here. And exhale. Really feel the strength in that outer side of your back leg pressing into the little toe side. You're lengthening through the spine, but the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Good. Take a long breath in here and exhale. We're going to come into our extended side angle. Bring your front hand down, turn your back arm over. You're going to lift all the way up towards the ceiling and then gently come into a diagonal. So your chest, your shoulders, everything is facing the long edge of the mat. You can have your hand on your front thigh if you want to take it further. You can bring your arm down, but only if you can keep that top shoulder and that top leg back. Good. You're not dumping your weight on that front leg, you're pulling up with your top fingers. Nice. Now engage your core, legs stay as they are as we use our arm to come all the way up, stretching it out and exhaling here. Good. Now into our warrior one. So the legs stay as they are and we bring both of our arms, our hips, our shoulders all to the front of the mat. You're going to lift them all the way up and hold them here. Now if you need to adjust your back foot, that's fine. Front knee is bent. Stretch up with your breath. Exhale, hands come down behind your back. You're going to link your hands together and just place your thumbs just near your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back and down. Now you can hold it here if that's enough. You can take your hands away from your bottom, drawing your shoulder blades together. You can hold it here. If you want to take it further, you're going to lean into it, lifting your arms over the head as we gently come into our humble warrior. Remember, you've got three options there. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Good. Pulling away with those arms. We use them to lift all the way up, coming back all the way into our standing. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Lift the arms up and exhale here. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down to the side. You're going to step your back foot in halfway. Now we're going to come into a warrior three. So you're going to step onto your front leg, and as you do that you start to straighten it. And then you start to lift your leg up behind, keeping it straight. Now you might just come to here, that's fine. You might want to come down further, but however much you lift up your back leg, that's how much you drop your body. Strengthening through the leg, pressing into those feet. One more breath here. Exhale and down. Good. Deep breath in, stretch up. Palms come together. Exhale down in front of the body. Step up to the front of the mat. Perfect. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Palms together. Exhale and down. Good. You're going to step back into your high lunge. So this time our right leg goes back. You're going to draw in that heel, opening out to the length of the mat. coming out to the side into our warrior two. So looking towards your left fingertips, pulling in that back heel, good. Nice deep breath in here, and exhale. Now have a little check with your front knee, make sure you can still see your toes. Make sure you're opening out in the hips. Feel the strength here. Perfect. Bring your front hand down to your front thigh, your opposite palm comes over. We're going to extend into our side angle, reaching all the way over, turning our chest, our shoulders, everything to the long edge of the mat. Good. Now keep that bottom squeezed underneath. Keep that weight even between your front and your back legs. Good. One more breath here. Perfect. Now hold the legs. Use that arm to come all the way up, back out into your warrior two. And exhale here. Into our warrior one. So let's bring that right arm round. Bring your hips round, your shoulders round. We lift up and we face the short edge of the mat now. If you need to adjust your back foot, that's fine. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, arms come down behind. You're going to link your hands together, place your thumbs on your tailbone, roll your shoulders back. Now you can hold it here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, if you want to take it further, you straighten your arms away from your body. You're going to inhale again, and if you want to take it further, you come into your humble warrior, bringing your chest down towards your front thigh, lifting the arms up. Good, nice long breath in here, and exhale. Let's use those arms to pull us up, drawing those shoulder blades together, pressing into the feet, and relaxing down. Good, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the side. You're going to bring your back leg in halfway, preparing for your warrior three. So, ground into the front leg. As we step onto it, we lengthen through the front leg, and we engage our core. Now you can reach your arms back or forwards as you start to gently lift up your back heel, and you can keep your toes down if you want, or you can start to lift, reaching into it. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. Think of it like a letter T when it's at the pinnacle of its position, but there are lots of positions before that you can get to. Take a nice long breath here. Exhale and gently step back. Good. Inhale. Stretch up. Palms come together. Exhale and down. Good. Step up to the front. Perfect. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale. Gently fold forward. So bend your knees. Roll everything down towards the mat. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Now bend your knees. Plant your hands. You're going to come down onto your knees. Coming down onto the mat, we're going to gently come onto our back. So just roll yourself backwards, bring your bottom down, knees are bent. Good. So feet flat on the floor, hips are in line, shoulders are in line. Good. Now, engage that core. So, for me, that means I get a little bit of a pelvic tilt in here as well. So I'm engaging my glutes and my core. I'm going to lift both of my knees up so they're over my hips and my calves are parallel to the floor. I'm going to take both of my arms straight up towards the ceiling. So, very similar to the move we did on all fours at the beginning. I'm going to take my right arm and my left leg out in front and out behind. So I reach out, stretch out my leg, and then I come back to the centre. Good, so it's like a tabletop upside down. Now left arm, right leg comes out, exhale and down. Now, it is not about how far out your leg goes or how low it goes. Make sure your back is protected and it's your core doing the work. If your back starts to lift, don't take your leg as low when you take it out. Make sure you do it higher. So we're going to do it again. We take our right arm and our left leg out in front, out behind, and then draw it back. Good. And again, engage that core. Opposite arm. Remember, you can keep the leg high. Exhale. exhaling down. There should be no twinging in the back. Right arm, left leg. Good. Nice dead bugs. Perfect. Bring it back. Engage that core one more time. Inhale, stretch out. Exhaling back. Lovely. Hug the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side. Good. Bring your knees back in line with your hips. So we're going to do another core exercise here. Again, it's not about how big a move you make. We want to make sure it's your core doing the work. So you're just finding your clutch point. You're going to place your fingertips on just behind your ears and let your arms fall back onto the floor. So your elbows are down, your shoulders down. We aren't lifting the shoulders. I just want you anchored down in the back. Now, I'm going to straighten up my right leg. Straight up towards the ceiling. I'm going to flex my foot. My heel is pushing up. My foot is at a right angle. Good. Now, my left calf stays parallel to the floor. Now, take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, gently start to lower your right leg down. Now, you might get to 60 degrees. You might get to 45 degrees. If you feel your back lifting off the mat, stop and draw the leg back up. So we're just finding that biting point and we're going to hold it. So don't go too far because we're going to hold it here for a couple of breaths. So we take a deep breath in here. Remember, the higher that leg is towards the ceiling, the easier it is on your lower back. Don't hold your breath. Good. Nice long breath here. Exhale, bring that knee in. Take your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Push away with the heel, flex the foot. Take another deep breath in here, really engaging that core. And then as you exhale, just lower that heel down to where you feel that core kick in, the clutch point. Taking a nice long breath. Don't let your lower back lift up. And exhale. Good. And again, nice deep breath in. And exhale, draw that knee back in. You're going to hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Lovely. Place your right foot just flat on the floor. And take your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. I want you to place a hand on the side of each thigh. And again, push your foot flat up towards the ceiling. And you start to feel that tension in the back of your leg. So it's just a gentle stretch. We don't want to overdo it. And make sure your hands are behind your thigh or your calf, not behind your knee. Now, if you do have any back problems, keep your right foot so it's flat on the floor. If you want to though, you can lengthen that leg out, pressing the heel down, pressing the calf down into the mat. Find what feels comfortable for you. Any strain in your lower back, then bend your knee again, have that added support. Now, we don't want our leg to be shaking or wobbling. We want to find the edge of that stretch. And then we close our eyes, we take a deep breath in, directing all of our energy towards that tightness in the back of our leg. And then as we exhale, we gently feel that ease off slightly. If it doesn't ease off, also fine, just hold it there. Just make sure you haven't pulled it in too far. So with your breath, you draw your energy in, you direct it towards that tightness in the back of your leg. And then as you exhale, you just notice if that tightness begins to ease off slightly. If it does, you can bring the straight leg in further. If it doesn't, you hold it where it is. Good. One more breath in here. And then as you exhale, just bring that heel down towards your bottom. Good. Gently place that foot flat on the floor. Bring your right knee in towards you and then straighten it up towards the ceiling. So lengthening all the way up with that heel. The foot is flexed. Your leg needs to stay as straight as possible. So if you find drawing your leg in makes it start to bend, just ease it off slightly. Now again, you have the option to keep your foot flat on the floor, giving a bit more support to your lower back, or you can lengthen out your opposite leg, pressing the heel down into the floor, lengthening through the leg, pushing the bottom of that foot up towards the ceiling. And remember, we're just finding the edge of this stretch. As you breathe in, direct your energy, your awareness towards that tightness in the back of your thigh. As you exhale, just imagine that tightness just easing off slightly. So we're just lengthening through the leg, finding the edge of this stretch, and just holding it, and only drawing it back further if we feel that tension ease off. Good, one more breath in here. And then exhale, drop that heel down to the bottom, and then gently place that foot flat on the floor. Good. Now, again, both knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Have the edges of your feet touching. Now, if you do have any lower back problems, I want you to take your feet a little bit further away from you. We're going to do a stretch around the hips and the inner thighs. So you're going to open your knees out to the side, placing the bottom of your feet together. Okay, now if you want to increase the stretch, you have the heels closer towards the centre of your pelvis. If you need to ease off the stretch, you take the feet further away. If it's not comfortable at all, lengthen both legs out. Just make sure you're not putting any strain on your lower back. Good. Now take a deep breath in, expand your belly, draw that breath all the way up into the chest, and as you exhale, let go. So don't hold on to any tension in your hips or your thighs. Allow gravity to just naturally lengthen these down towards the floor. As I said before, if it's uncomfortable, lengthen both legs out. Just come into a slightly earlier Shavasana. Your shoulders are in line with your spine. You can feel that stretch on your hips. Both of your hip bones are in line. You're relaxing around the glutes, the thighs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Not holding on to any tension. Still with the long, slow breaths, expanding that belly, drawing it all the way up into the chest. Feel the rise on the collarbones, and exhaling everything out again. Good, and again, long, slow breaths, and exhale. Lovely. Gently place a hand on the side of each thigh and push those knees back up together. One knee at a time, draw them in towards the chest, and place a hand on the top of each knee. I want you to gently circle one knee, and then circle the other. So you're making like a little figure of 8 position, and as you do that, you gently rock from side to side. And you can almost feel like a little massage on your lower back. Find what feels right for you. If you prefer to hold both of the legs still and tuck them into the chest, also fine. Good, nice long slow breaths in and exhale. One foot at a time, we're going to place those down on the floor, and then you're going to lengthen your legs out. Now we are going to come into our Shavasana, so if you do need to grab any jumpers or socks or anything at this point, just to make yourself more comfortable. It's not very cold today, but when you lie still, you tend to feel it. Now, as I've said before, if you're not comfortable lying flat on your back, you can lie on your side, you can bend your knees and have your feet flat on the floor. I want you to find a position that is comfortable for you to relax in, where you can truly just give in. You don't need to hold on to any tension. And take your feet a little bit further away from each other. Let them flop out to the side. Take your arms away from your body, palms upwards. And then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel your body fully release and surrender to gravity. So you're fully supported by this floor beneath you. There is nothing that you need to do in this moment. You can allow your body to let go of any tension that it's holding anywhere. And just take a moment to check check over your body, making sure that everything is relaxing. And just begin to enjoy the stillness. Relish the stillness as you feel your body settling in. You're setting aside anything that's happened before this moment. Setting aside anything that's happening after this moment. Just bringing all of your awareness just onto your mat just for the next few minutes. Letting go of any thoughts or any need to do, and just being. And as you begin to relish in the stillness, know that if you are uncomfortable, you can move, but really try and just find a position that you can fully rest in. There is nothing for you to do right now, just effortless awareness. And I'm just going to guide you through a rotation of consciousness, just beginning the process of sweeping energy throughout the body, making energetic connections from point to point, like drawing electrical currents or beams of light. So sweep your awareness over to your right hand. Your right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Draw over to your left hand thumb like an energetic current. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Over to your right wrist, left wrist, right elbow, left elbow, right shoulder, left shoulder, connecting energy, hollow of the throat, back of the head near the top, crown of the head, eyebrow centre, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, tip of the chin, hollow of the throat, heart centre, right side of the chest, heart centre, left side of the chest, heart centre, navel centre, tip of the tailbone, right hip, left hip, right knee, left knee, sweeping energy, right ankle, left ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Now the whole right side of your body, the whole left side of the body, your whole body together, Your whole body together welcomes a whole body of energetic connections all at once. Now just become aware of the breath in your nostrils, just as it is. No need to do anything. Just be aware of the breath. Notice the breath coming in like two streams through the nostrils. Feel them flowing in through the floor of the nasal passages. And feel the breath flowing out. Streams of air flowing in along the floor of the nasal passages and streams of air flowing out. Bring awareness to your right nostril. Follow your inhale in through your right nostril, and then as you exhale, feel it flow out of your left. Keep your awareness on the left nostril as you inhale, and then as you exhale, follow the exhale out through your right. Follow the inhale in through the right. Feel it flow out of your left. Follow the breath in through your left. Feel it flow out through the right. Keep breathing like this with this alternate mental nostril breathing, helping balance your mind, your body, your breath. If you lose track, it doesn't matter, just start again. You inhale through one side, you go out through the other, and then you inhale back in through that same side. Now just let go of that awareness on your breath. Fully clear your mind again and relax. Bring your awareness just to your heart centre and just notice that gentle rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing naturally. And we're going to start to bring our awareness now back towards our physical body. Noticing how our body feels lying on the floor. All of the points of our body that are in contact with the floor. And if you feel ready, you can start to make some small movements just to start to wake your physical body up again. Maybe in your wrists, your fingers, your toes. You could even rock your head gently from side to side. And in your own time, when you feel ready, you're going to keep your eyes closed, but gently roll over onto your right side. Just take a moment here to notice how your body feels as you start to move. Notice how the energy in your body feels. And notice how your mind feels as well after today's practice. You're going to gently push yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, your gaze down. Just in your own time, there's no rush. I want you to keep your eyes closed, but take a deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale slowly out. Take another deep breath in. hands to the side of your hips. You're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to lift up all that lovely energy, looking up towards our fingertips, stretching up. Take the arms wide and down. Palms upwards, inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Let everything soften and you are done. There's always a fly, isn't there?